Right, we're getting in a bit late here, but I'm taking it. Right, have a look at this. We're going a few pips late, as you can see. We've got a signal here. We've got a signal here, and this is our candle right here. So we're looking around this area here to take profit. It's 72.07, so just before 72. Around this area here, we're going to take that profit if we can get what we can get. Like I said, I got in a bit late. I was monitoring it. I just took my eye off it for a second, and then a signal was there. Let's have a look, see what it gives us. It's coming in. Yeah, they're messing around with the spread. You see these two lines here, this grey line and this grey line. This one here and this one here. Do you see how they're widening up when it moves? You see it? That's the spread. So it's almost as if it moves a pip, they take a pip back by widening the spread. Every time it moves, they try and widen the spread to give you less of an advantage. These guys are crafty. All of them do the same thing. So it's not easy. It is something you've got to look and do. It's not an easy thing to do. You have to look into it and keep your eyes peeled, especially when you're dealing with small margins. As you can see, this grey line represents the open of the London Stock Exchange at 8 AM GMT. It's gone 5, 10, 15, about 45 minutes in, and we're getting a signal. All we are looking for at the moment is a 1-to-1 on this candle here. So this candle's about 10 points, about that. 10, we're looking about 10, I think that's about it. But you see, we've moved all of that way, but because we came late, look, we haven't even got any, we've got very much nothing from that trade, even though it looks like it's moved so far. Look how far it's moved, and we haven't even got a pip out of it. Do you see it? And that's all to do with getting in a bit late, and also the spread. Look how much it's moved. It's moved quite a fair bit. It's moved like 8-9 points. We came in a bit late. So it's moved 8-9 points. We came in a bit late, and they've taken 3 or 4 points. So 3 or 4 points plus the 3 points we see, that's 7, and then 2 points that we didn't get in at the right time. So that's why we've only got like 3 points here. Just giving us a new low as well. So let's just see if it reaches this orange line that we've got. I think that might be okay if we're lucky. I don't like staying in it too long because it does like to rebel. To be quite honest, that's all that's really that's all that we were looking for, because this candle here, if you look, this candle here is around the same size as this candle. That's all we should have taken out, even though we haven't got what we want. That's all it is. That's all that was on the table, a 1-to-1, which is this size candle and this size candle. Even though it doesn't work out as the same amount of points we've got, that's all that was on the table for us. That's all we were looking for, a 1-to-1. So if it comes back down here, if it gets to this point here, that's great, but really and truly that candle here is what we're expecting. But you saw when it calculated out into points, it was nowhere near the pointage of this candle. As I done the mathematics, and you can see that where the money's been taken. 3-4 points because of the spread, 2 points because of the fact that we came in a bit late, and then the 3 points that we had on the table. That was it. So that's why we ended up with 3 points. Now it can do whatever it wants, because it's realized what we were after, even though we didn't get the pointage that we should have got. It's done. And when you do a back test, you would look at these candles and you can see that this candle is the same size or a bit bigger than the actual candle that we're supposed to have come in at. So if you have done the back testing, you would have seen that yes, it does work. All of them do work, but the profits that you make is not going to be the same size as a candle. It's not going to be like an 8 points, like I just said. There you have to pay homage to the brokers, etc., etc. So it does shave away the profits, even though the back test looks profitable further, even more than what it is that you get in your pocket. So that's what actually happens. So that's why back testing is good, but you have to get in on the trade, and then you kind of see everything. You get in on the trade and you see the nuances which you don't see in back testing. because backtesting only does a little bit. It shows you visually, but it doesn't give you the other bits that you need, like the emotions and the calculations which you have to do on the fly. You have to do the calculations on the fly to see where the money's coming in and how much money you're going to get, and also to make sure that you come out at the right time and stuff. Now look at this. It's treating this area here, which is this low, as a ceiling, as a floor now. So if we done a back test, we would have said, yep, this is fine, this has worked, but we're still in the trade. We should have come out by now. But because we only saw 3 or 4 points on the table, we're like, we're staying in. We shouldn't have stayed in. We should have taken a 4, done the calculations quite quick, and come out. Even though it's only 4 points, that's all there was on the table, because that's the calculation and that's the back testing we done. We done a back test for a 1-to-1 candle trade, and that's what it gave us. That's what it gave us. So looking at this again, you can see that we're in a negative position now because of this spread. You see this spread here? Now we're just under, we're just in profit, but really and truly the price should be around here, because here is where the price is and we came in there, so we should be 3 points in, but we're not. We're in a negative right now because of the ask and the bid price, which is here. These two grey lines represent the price, and they keep widening the spread. You see the spread's widening. You see these two grey lines here. I don't know if you can actually see them, but there's two lines here and they keep widening when there's a bit of movement in the price, because that's how they keep you in. That's how they keep you in the trade, by maximizing their spread. They keep fluctuating it. Right now we are looking at this trade here, and we don't need it to go above this moving average here. Hopefully it will reject that moving average and come right back down and meet us down here. This is what we're looking for now. It might come a bit further down here, because there is a stop where they're looking for, which is around here. There's a possible stop around this area here, or about here, that they might want to go after. Cannot be too sure, but there's a stop around here. They've taken out these stops here. Look, all those stops have gone. These stops have gone. the only stop that's around is around this area here. So there is a stop here which they could be going after. I think it was a news event last night or so. There was a news event which made the market fluctuate quite aggressively. Spiked down, spiked up, and it spiked down, retracted, and then it went up. So people may have thought that the markets are going up, the markets are going to reverse, etc., etc., and they could have put some stops there. That was about, I don't know, maybe more than 12 hours ago, and the market has gone up, it's gone down a bit, and then it's gone up, and then it's gone down, gone up here, gone down a bit. So they're still in the game, they're still here, they're still in. So it might take this stop here and then go up, or it might not take the stop. I do not know. Let's get out of this. Right, so it's come down to that, it's retracting. Got 68% on the candle. It's 5. It's going 4, 5, 4, 5. If it goes 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5, 4, 4, 5, 4, 4, 5 is still 5, 6. That's enough for me. Right. That's about, I don't know, we were looking for a 9, we got 6. I think that's fine. It's going to go, it should come for this here. Let's have a look here. This spike that I was talking about earlier, this is where it should be coming in at. It's possible that it's going for this stop. But that trade was not too bad. It kind of got a bit hairy here with this upsurge, but as you can see, the upsurge went against this 9 moving average, and then it bounced off it and went back down. We could, as you can see, we could have stayed in more, because like I said, I believe it's going for this one here. I think it's going for it. I really do think it's going for this. I think it's going for that. We came out on the line, didn't get greedy, even though it's coming down a bit further. I think it's coming down to this line here. That's what I think it's coming down to. So if I draw a line here, it's possible that it's going to come around that area there. But I don't really care. We've taken what we've taken. But this thingy here, this spike here, like I said, people put their money underneath here. There's money here. There's money here. It's very close, and I don't see why it would stop here. I don't see why it would stop here if there's all that money underneath here. You might as well take that money and then go about wherever you're going. Even if you have to go back down, doesn't matter. You might as well take all these orders. There's all these orders They don't see them as anything except orders. It's a contract. For example, imagine you were selling windows, yeah, and you've discovered an area in your local vicinity which you've seen all these orders. There's all these orders and everyone wants to buy. There's just a whole load of documents and they say they've written, I want to buy 2 windows, I want to buy 10 windows, I want to buy 5 windows, I want to buy big windows, I want to buy small windows, and they're all in, for example, in the center of town, yeah. Only a fool, there we go, it's done it, look at it, it's taking it, it's taking the stock which we were looking for, it's done it. Only a fool would not go drive his van down there and fulfill the orders. Their orders, you sell windows, sell them the windows. And that's the same with this trading. They are selling oil at the moment. This is US oil. They're selling oil and all they know is down here, this area here, there are a load of orders saying, I want to sell oil. I want to buy oil at this price. There's orders here. They don't know whether they don't care whether they're stop orders, limit orders. They don't care what kind of order it is. They just know that there's people there with money who want to trade oil. Does that make sense to you? They don't care if it's a stop loss. They don't really care whether you're making money or losing it. They know that if they get the price that you want to sell it at or you want to buy it at, they can get rid of their stock. So the market does what it can to get to these orders. Unfortunately for some people, those orders are stop losses, and that means that you are going to sell the stuff you bought for cheaper than you bought it for. Does that I hope this makes sense. It kind of takes a bit of time to wrap your head around it, but once you understand that it's a salesman selling stuff, right? You now know why that salesman travels. He will travel to wherever there's a whole load of people wanting to buy stuff. And that's why this market travels. That's why this price travels. It goes down because it knows there's a whole bunch of people down here wanting to buy or sell the product that he is selling. So it goes down there and sells it, it's fulfilled the orders now. All those orders are fulfilled. If we had an X-ray vision, we can look into this and you will see that there was all these orders down here, all these orders down here, all these orders, different currencies, all these orders down here, right? Now that this price has reached here, there's no orders left. All the orders have gone. He's fulfilled the orders. He's fulfilled the orders. And yes, they might go down a bit further, but that's it's irrelevant. It's by the by. It's irrelevant now. They've done what they're supposed to have done. And that's one of the reasons why the market goes up and down, up and down, up and down, look, up and down, up and down, up, and it just goes around hoovering up orders. It goes around hoovering them up. That's all it does. That's what happened right now. Yeah, so I hope you've learned something, and you can see that we tried to not be greedy here. We just took what we can. There was more money in it. There was more money there. Yes, there's more on the table, but we just left. We decided how much we're going to get. Even though we came in late, we decided what we're going to take, and then we're going to go. That's it. So until next time.